Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're going to be talking combat boots. I have a pair of combat boots that the recruits nowadays, the soldiers nowadays wear. Nice soft suede, very low maintenance boot, very comfortable boot. It actually has an insole in it that looks like this. Very easy to wear. Got nice support on the sides, keeps your feet properly supported. Never have gotten any blisters. Spent hours in these. Never have gotten any blisters in these boots. These guys nowadays, this is what they wear. This comes in multiple variations. I mean, you can find tons of different styles, just different builds on these boots. More comfortable boots. You can spend a lot of money on these boots. This is the standard issue. This is what you get when you go to basic training. They're going to throw a pair of these over your shoulder and ask you if they fit. You better make sure they do, because if they don't, that's the ones you're stuck with. Put them on your feet, make sure they fit. So when you're out doing your daily activities, you have in basic training, you have proper footwear that fits properly. It's very easy, low maintenance. All they got to do is worry about keeping the mud off of them, keeping them cleaned up a little bit. Don't have to worry about them scuffing too much. You don't have to worry about the polish wearing off of them, anything like that. Now, when I went in the military back in December 15th, 1985 is when I signed the paperwork and held my right hand up and swore in. This is what I got when I went into boot camp. Black leather. Now this boot here is a very low maintenance boot, if they let it be low maintenance, but they don't let it be low. They didn't let it be low maintenance. This boot, it came with this slab of leather in the bottom of it, which over time turned out to be a real good boot, because this leather breaks down, forms up real nice around your feet. But for the first couple of weeks in this boot, total misery, because your feet are going to blister. Everything's going to go wrong with these boots. Now these, we really had to make sure these fit right, but they didn't really care. They look at your feet, you look like about a size 11 here. So that's the way we got our boots. But it comes with a leather insole, which over time is fine. My dad was a Marine. He's the one that taught me how to do this before I even went to basic, how to polish these boots. So utmost respect for every military man, every military woman out there. Y'all do a great job. We really do appreciate what y'all do for us. The old Army guy, I really appreciated the Air Force, Navy, Marines, Coast Guard, all of y'all, and what y'all did to help us be able to succeed at doing our jobs. So thank y'all for y'all's support. Thank y'all for y'all's service. Now let's get to these boots. When I got into boot camp, that is what we had to work with polishing our boots. We had a can of black polish, the lid to the polish, and a t-shirt that we had decided that we could do without. We just had to rip a piece off of it, and this was our polishing kit. That's what we had to work with. And the lid has some water. That's basically replaces your spit. This is what they call a good old-fashioned spit shine. So now in the real world, I always did mine. I got out of basic. Was I took the boot, first of all, before I did anything else, before I ever even started trying to shine it, and I took my black polish, just put polish all over the boot. Those guys like to focus on the toe. I was all about all the way around. And I always do a little bit on the whole boot. I don't know why. Maybe I wasted my time on it, but that's neither here nor there anymore. So, a layer of polish all over the boot. You need to take your brush, just a regular buffing brush. Give it a good buffing. I would do that about 3 or 4 times. This is before any polishing. After an inspection, you got an inspection coming up the next day, and you had to every boot shine. I did this every time before I spit shine my boots, because it got rid of all the dirt and all the scuff marks and all that kind of stuff that was all over the boots. If I didn't have an inspection coming up, this might be all I did for a few days after basic. Of course, at basic training, we had to walk out every morning with them bright and shiny. So it's not too bad. You come around. Now, in order to spit shine a boot, it's the way I was taught. It's the way I've always did it. Take your t-shirt, these two fingers, take the rag, wrap it around like that. That's how you wrap your fingers. And you take your polish, get some polish on your rag. Take your rag and your polish and start going in circles all over. All about the heat, the friction, getting the polish warm, and then cooling it back down. Do that. Keep fingers polished up. Keep swirling. Little circles all around on the toe of the boot. Like I said, it'll take me about 50 layers of doing this to get this thing looking right. Keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. I'm not going to show you all 50. This is probably going to take over a period of about 3 or 4 days for me to get this going right. So you just keep doing that over and over and over. Caking the polish on there. Swirling it around. And you take your same rag, wet it, and start hitting that polish with the water. It has been a long time since I've done this, so it's probably gonna bring back a whole bunch of memories. Tell you what I'll do along the way while we're doing this, maybe if I come up with some memories, I'll share them. And, give you a little experience and a little insight into what it was like to be in basic training. Just keep doing that. That's how we did it. Polish in the water over and over and over and over again. I'm only going to do one boot, so I'm not going to try to do both of them. Like that. I'm going to keep going. You young guys are getting ready to go in the military. If you're thinking about going in the military, getting ready to leave for boot camp. When I went to basic boot camp, I pretty much walked the stage, graduating high school. Next day got on a plane and I went to Fort Dix, New Jersey, and started my basic training that same day. That's how mine went. First time I'd ever been away from home for any length of time, other than like, school trips and church trips and stuff like that. It's a different environment. The reason I'm doing this right here is because to get rid of the streaks. I'm starting to see a little shine out of it. It's going to get a lot better than that though. But when y'all leave for basic training, y'all going to be probably scared, I would imagine. I know I was. I was scared to death. I had no idea what I was getting into. All I heard about was how hard basic training was. And I was scared to death when I left. I was scared to death probably most of the time I was there. I started basic training on my 18th birthday. The first day of my actual basic training was on my 18th birthday. So yeah, it was different.
But y'all are gonna feel a it's gonna be the hardest thing I've ever done in your life. Y'all just think high school was hard and anything you did in high school was difficult. No, it was, of course, but we all have to grow. We all have to experience new things and new challenges. And basic training is gonna be one of the biggest challenges in your life. Even to this day, basic training was probably, at my age, I've done a lot of stuff in my life, and basic training was probably one of the most challenging things I've ever had to do. So you'll get there, keep your head down, and do what you ask, and you're going to come out a different person, a better person. So, but at least you don't have to shine boots like this while you're there. That's what you're going to get when you get there. There's no polishing. So welcome to the new world. All right, well, I'm fixing to stop talking. If I got anything to say along the way, I do this part right here just to get rid of the swirls. Because if they look swirly, they don't want to see that. So, I'm already starting to see a big difference in them. Yep, that's just like 3 layers. So, that's old school spit shine. Alright, well, I'm fixing to sit down in this chair over here and work on this. This is the Friday after Thanksgiving, so got much going on, so I'm going to work on them for a little while today. I'm supposed to go over to my son's house tomorrow and have Thanksgiving with him. Because he had to work yesterday, so he didn't get to hang out with us like he wanted to, so we're going to go over there tomorrow. I might even take these with me over there and work on them over there, but I'm going to video as I go, just kind of clip it. Yeah, look at that, boy. Yep, that's right. Yeah, make a lot of memories. A lot of good ones, a lot of bad ones, a lot of hard ones, a lot of tough ones. Man, we spent some time in these boots. My goodness, man. Road marches. They had one in basic that was 22 miles one way. Force march is what they called it. They had to keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. So they weren't too concerned about our shiny boots at that point in time when we were on that road march, but we had to start out with them looking pretty shiny. So, all right. Well, let me get started on these. I'm gonna get into them real good. I'm just gonna do this one right boot. I'm not gonna do the left one. Show you what they look like when I'm done. We'll talk to you along the way. So, hang out. All right. Peace. So I've been at this for a minute. I'm fixing to take me a quick little break. Here's one I haven't done. That's the right boot. Here's one I've been working on. See the difference with them two? Wow. Come on. But yeah, I've been at it a minute. I'm fixing to take a quick little break. Let these fingers get some blood back in them. Look, if you're watching this and you're liking the video, give me a go ahead and subscribe to me. I'm gonna do more stuff like this anyway, so I'm gonna find something that you enjoy. Subscribe, like, so the video will be swapped around on YouTube. But that's where we are right now, and it's a big difference. And also, if you're watching this video and you're thinking, man, I remember having to do that, sitting around in the barracks doing that for hours and hours, share one of your stories down in the comments. Give us one of your favorite military training, old school stories down there. I'm sure people would love to hear those stories. Just give me one of those down there in the comment. If you remember doing this and spending hours polishing combat boots. Man, those were some days. Be doggone. Anyway, all right. Thanks, guys. Be back in a minute. Fixing to probably eat me a ham sandwich or something because it makes you hungry. Anyway, all right. Be back. Fixing to get back at it. There's nothing fast about this process. It's one of those things that we had to do. And none of us really enjoyed it, but we made the best of it because that's what we did. So, all right, back at it. So it's probably going to be the end of day one on polishing these. Here's where we are right here. Got the other boots sitting over there. I was going to put them together, but I just don't feel like getting them. Going to get in. I got some people who want to go do some things. I got a son that needs to ride to work, and so this is where we're going to stop it for today. Not looking too shabby. Look at that. Jeez. I'm gonna work on I might work on some more this evening if nothing else goes on. So anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it very much, and so I'll be back. Peace. Here we are, day 2. Fixing to get started on it. Probably wrap this up today. This will be my last day of polishing on these boots. I know I've said it's going to take 2 or 3 days, but I think I'm going to wrap it up today. Move on with some other things. Here we are. Here's where we are right now on these. See the difference. You know, I'm probably going to put, it's probably 30, 40 layers of polish on there right now. So you can see it's a huge difference between the two. See, I'm trying to get some good light in here so you can see. I think you can see it. Hopefully that's showing up on camera, because it is amazing the difference. So anyway, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but man, it's just therapeutic. I think the world would be a better place to live if everybody spit shine boots. Have all the world problems solved by the time you get a good shine on a boot. Anyway, all right. Give me a thumbs up if you're liking the video. Just give me a shout out down in the comments. Tell me what you think. I plan on doing more stuff kind of like this, similar to this. Anyway, all right. Well, let's get to it. So here they are. The best light I can get on them. I am done. It's probably about 50, probably 50 layers of polish on there. Polish, water, polish, water. Now the more you work on these, the better they get, the more shiny they get, the thicker the polish gets on there. Here's the other one. Y'all can see the difference. Yeah, I enjoyed doing this. It took me back down a path in my life, that back down memory lane.
that I haven't gone down in a long time. You just kind of back memories up, and you kind of forget about them. This brought a lot of that back up, and it's a lot of fun. So what we used just a normal can of Kiwi black polish, old piece of t-shirt, just tore it off an old t-shirt I had, and then some water in the lid of the polish can. That's all we used to do this. Pretty incredible, isn't it? Alright, well, I'm fixing to wrap this up. I'm thinking I might do something with these, with the right boot. I think I might try to see if I can make it look like this boot with a little bit of a different method later on. I might go to the home improvement store or whatever and get me a buffing wheel for my drill and see if I can make it look better than this. I'm kind of interested to see that. I remember guys working so hard at trying to do this without, just they'd take alcohol and burn it and do all kinds of stuff to it, try to get it to shine better. I remember guys that would walk around, they have a thing of with paper towel with vegetable oil on it right before inspection. They'd pull it out of their pocket and wipe that boot down so it was nice and shiny. People used to always try to get around the good old-fashioned spit shine, but there's nothing better than a good old-fashioned spit shine on a pair of combat boots. It just doesn't get better than that. All right. Thanks, guys and gals, for watching. Please like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see y'all on the next one.